What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Lanzero back with another video, and in today's video we are going to be talking about Hogwarts Legacy and the massive controversy that has been surrounding this game basically since its announcement. Now, for those of you who may not have heard anything about this controversy at all, this all stems with J.K. Rowling, who is the creator of the Harry Potter series, which Hogwarts Legacy is based on. Now, over the last couple of years, J.K. Rowling has found herself in multiple controversial situations when it comes down to trans rights and trans community. And those controversies that basically stem from her are now traveling over onto Hogwarts Legacy, which all started from the very beginning when the game was first announced. Due to the fact that it is a Harry Potter game, people were trying to have folks boycott the game right off rip. And with the game being so much closer to release, at this point, the game is supposed to be out February the 10th. But if you do a pre-order, you can actually get the game 3 days early. So actually, the game is currently out in the wild. People are streaming it. People are watching on YouTube. It's everywhere at this point. And from everything that we've seen, the game is on its track to be very, very successful. But that's not where the problem is. The problem now stems from the fact that people are basically harassing anyone that even dares to want to play the game, let alone the people who are actually currently playing it, especially those who are live streaming, who are constantly being bullied online. And in my opinion, this is a gross representation of what the trans community is trying to represent for themselves. People are now being automatically labeled transphobes just because they want to enjoy a piece of media that they have resonated with for some for years from like a very young age. And there's just one thing that I want to share, which is my point of view on how, to me, this should be very different from the way it's currently being viewed right now. At the end of the day, the Harry Potter series, yes, it was created by J.K. Rowling, but at the end of the day, these types of media, these types of creations are only pushed by the community that comes around them. To be quite frank, Harry Potter as a series, as something that people enjoy, will far outlive the person who created it. Harry Potter at this point is now its own entity. Yes, J.K. Rowling still will gain royalties from Harry Potter or anything that I do believe is made using the Harry Potter IP. But at the end of the day, it is still a piece of media. The media itself has done nothing to hurt the message or to this group of people. Hell, if anything, the developers were even trying to make it a point that they do support trans rights and trans representation, because they even created a trans character in the game. Now, from what I understand so far, we only know of one character who is trans in the game, but at the end of the day, there's a high chance that there could be multiple. When you create your character, you can make your character however you wish. You can make it to fit what it is that you feel represents who you are. And that is one thing that the devs have been trying to make very clear that they want to represent. They are here to support everybody. They're not here to discriminate against anybody. Now, for the streamers who are currently playing the game, who just wanted to enjoy it and are currently being harassed online, this does not send a good message forward, especially for the trans movement. And that is something that's in my opinion. At the end of the day, harassing people, calling people names, just being downright ugly personality-wise has never helped to move a narrative forward. If anything, it always ends up moving that narrative back, because the people who you are trying to educate are less receptive when you're just being horrible to them. No one's going to be very receptive when you're coming at them super aggressive like and calling them just horrible things. But that is my take on this situation. Honestly, at the end of the day, like I said, I just want people to be able to have civilized discussions on these types of topics. And if someone agrees to disagree, or if people end up saying, I do support you, but I do not view this media as a representation of the person who created it, they should be allowed to do so. And that's just how I feel about it. A perfect example would be the recent case with Justin Roiland, who created Rick and Morty, and amongst other things. At the end of the day, guess what's going to happen? He's no longer going to be associated with the Rick and Morty franchise, even though he was the one who first created it. Because at this point, Rick and Morty is now far bigger than he is. Simply because he is no longer a part of Rick and Morty no longer means that Rick and Morty will no longer live on. The community that has been built around it keeps it going. And I do believe the same thing applies to Harry Potter. So my honest message from this video is just be good to each other. Yes, there will always be disagreements between people, but that doesn't mean that we need to become so just horrible to each other because of it. If people want to enjoy a game or they want to enjoy a movie, let them enjoy it. At the end of the day, there's still other ways that we can fight for the right cause. Case in point, utilizing Hogwarts Legacy and the popularity that it currently has to help fund trans charities, trans organizations that can help people out there in the long run. And at the end of the day, think about it. You are basically using J.K. Rowling's IP. This is the person who has issues with the trans community, and you're taking that IP and using it to fund the thing that they do not like. In turn, you are still taking that IP and using it for something good. And that is something that we can still do. There are plenty of streamers out there who are trying to have charity streams that are going towards trans organizations. So honestly, there's a lot of good that we can still do, taking advantage of the popularity that Hogwarts Legacy has. So honestly, that is it for today's video. Long and short of it, please be good to each other. I don't think that a video game should be the reason why all of a sudden the internet is turning into a savage place where everybody is going at each other's throats just because a couple of people want to enjoy a game out there. But that's my thought on it. Let me know what you guys think about this Hogwarts Legacy controversy in the comment section below. Are you going to be playing the game, or are you staying absolutely clear from it just because you don't want to be harassed online? If you like this video, feel free to hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you never miss one of our videos, and turn on that notification bell as well so you always get notified when a new video drops. That is it from me, everybody. I hope you guys have a good one, and also be good to each other. And I will talk to you all later. Peace.